What's up, Flomies? It's Peyton and I have another tutorial. So this one is kind of the ways that I learned tricks and the ways that helped the flow click in my brain the most. Number one is I will see a video of a cool trick, so I'll screen record it and then go back and slow it down and really watch their hand motion, release points, all those little details, and then kind of just watch it, try it until I figure it out. Because I'm a very visual learner, so that helps me to see it in action. The other way I figure out a lot of tricks, honestly, is just by fucking with it. It sounds dumb, but just play around with different grips, turn your arm around instead of going like this when you grab it, go like this. Try the other spin the other way, the other direction, you know what I mean? For example, yesterday, I always do this trick with the forwards vertical and then I go behind my back. I'm like, oh, let's just go in front of my body instead. I was like, okay, what if I can grab it like this? I always go that and then go behind my back, so I'm like, oh, okay, then I can go behind my back from there. I mean, really just by playing with it, which also goes into my third way, is just by being consistent, which I know you don't really want to hear that. It's not a fun answer. Just by practicing at least 5 minutes a day and being consistent is the best way to learn and to level up and to just really find the groove of your own flow. Another way I love learning new tricks is by going to Flow Me meetups, because it's really fun to, first of all, just meet new Flomies, but it's really fun to have them be able to teach you and give you a visual. I think it's just a lot easier to learn tricks in person when someone's directing you and teaching you. So yeah, and it's also just really fun. But anyways, that is all the ways that I like to learn tricks, and I hope this helps you guys learn some new tricks. Let me know what else you guys would like to see, any tutorials. Yeah, love you. Mwah.
Girl, I got you. We're gonna learn it together right now. So to get your Flowstar to balance on your finger, we have to understand that the Flowstar has a center of gravity. It's right in the middle of the Flowstar and we need to find that point. So luckily, every single Flowstar has stitching that meets in the center. Ding! And it shows us where that point is, right here. Every single Flowstar has this. So yeah, you just gotta find that point. And when you start flowing and you pick up momentum, if you try to get your finger right on that point, it's literally gonna balance and do the whole thing for you, and that's literally it. Okay, and I know your next question is, girl, I literally can't keep the Flowstar above me. I can't control it like you can. What can I do? Help me. And my answer to you, which I'm sure you already know, is to practice. You gotta practice 5 minutes every day. The more you do it, the better you'll be at it. So I hope this video was a little bit of encouragement for you, that you can do it as long as you stay consistent and you practice. Mwah, love you. Okay, tutorial time, because I had a little flow video up yesterday and you guys were asking me how to do the over the shoulder, behind the head, whatever you want to call it. So I got you guys, because I struggle with this a lot. But remember, practice is key, consistency is key. It's not going to be perfect at first. I still drop it a lot, so I don't want to show you guys how it's done, because there's one important trick. Okay, so the key is, okay, I hold my Flowstar right here, flip it upside down, and when you throw it, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and try to hit the shoulder. I want you to throw your wrist so far back that it almost hurts, but don't hurt yourself. But I want this Flowstar to hit the shoulder, because remember, it's all about throwing it. It's bouncing off your back, rolling off your back, and you're catching it with this hand. It's going that far back. Because I think when I first started, and a lot of people, they throw it like this. But you see how far away it is from you? This hand's not going to be able to catch it. So you're going to lean forward a little bit with momentum. Does that make sense? Throw it so far back. And don't be afraid to if you don't catch it, that's the worst thing that's going to happen. But with practice. Does that make sense? But yeah, that's literally it. So keep it up, guys. I know you can do it, and eventually you can incorporate those beautiful, I don't know, horizontal spins. Are these horizontal? I think they're vertical. But yeah, mwah. Do you have a Flowstar and you want to learn this trick? Keep watching. I don't know the name of the trick, but for the longest time, literally 2 months, I was trying to get it, and I low-key convinced myself I was never going to be able to get it down. But one day it literally just clicked. So this is encouragement for you. If you keep trying 5 minutes a day, it will happen. And hopefully these tips will speed up the process. So I think what makes this trick tricky is because people do it fast, it looks like the Flowstar is floating in midair, like this. But actually what's happening is one hand, whichever hand you're comfortable with, is grabbing each Flowstar, each triangle, and the other hand is supporting underneath, and then you're just switching really fast. So grab, support, rotate, switch. Grab, support, rotate. Does that make sense? So you can try doing this without the Flowstar. Grab it, support it, rotate, and then switch. Switch. And try doing this motion without the Flowstar and see how you feel. Like literally if you do that, like that's literally the trick. Okay, and then whenever you feel ready, we can try for one rotation. So grab the Flowstar by the triangle. I grab the triangle right next to it and I push it away from me. Does that make sense? Like that, and then support and rotate around. And so kind of, if it helps, imagine the Flowstar rotating over this hand. And this hand's gonna go right underneath. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, that's literally the trick. I don't know if that's the official way to do it. That's the way that helped me, but literally go put your favorite song on, see where the flow takes you, like you got it. I believe in you.
I get asked so often how I do the vertical pinch spin, so here's a tutorial. Alright, so if you notice your Flowstar has little layers of fabric on each side, that is what you're going to be pinching. Also, I'd recommend when you're learning to have like a bowl of water to dip your fingertips in or to just lick them, because it's a lot easier if your fingertips are wet just to kind of grab the friction and to help with the grip. To start it off, I pinch like this, but when you're actually tossing it up and grabbing it again, you pinch like this. I'll also show you guys from the forwards angle in case that helps. I would recommend just starting it like, just pinch it and spin it. And then you can try to toss it up and grab it. So once you've kind of mastered just the move by doing it like this, you can add some momentum in there so you can do a trick and then go into it. And when you're in your flow state, try to just kind of throw it in there, like just toss it up and pinch it and see what happens. That's kind of how I learned. I just did it and I was like, what did I just do? And to be real, like I literally drop it like half the time and I just play it off. I'll show you guys what it looks like because you see it in my videos all the time. It looks like this. I'll like try to pinch it, and if I don't, I just grab it and spin it and go back up. But like, yeah. So don't be discouraged if you drop it a lot because I drop it so often still as well. And the more you do it and the more you incorporate it into your flow routine, the more natural it will become to you and the easier it will be to flow with it. But yeah, keep practicing. Don't get discouraged. I believe in you guys. You can do it. Mwah. Bye. Bengara asked me to teach her to flow, so it is fucking tutorial time. This tutorial is basically going to be different like grips, like release points, and kind of combos that helped me personally like find the groove of my own flow. So if like you're looking at this like a clock, you're going to want to grab it with your left arm on the outside at like 8 o'clock. And then from there you go back around a figure 8. You can figure 8 both ways from there. So for this one, you put your arm like this and you're like flipping it back up. Grab it at 12 o'clock right here and back up. Another little saucy move you can add to get it from this horizontal plane to the vertical plane. You go here, we're gonna do this, and then instead of bringing it back up like we would do, we're gonna go just vertical 8. So that is like a seamless, easy way to get it from this plane to the vertical plane. Another way to get it from the horizontal plane to the vertical plane with your one arm, toss it up, and then just grab it at 12 o'clock, and then bam, you're in the vertical plane. Another thing I do with the vertical 8 a lot is I just go like this, because it's super easy. You just have to know how to do it from both hands, but you just pretty much grab it like right away, and it looks like when you do it fast, it looks really cool. Behind the backs, there's so many different ways to do it, and this is not even close to probably half of it. The ways I usually do it is when you're here, you're gonna do the same where you grab it and go around, but instead of going up or whatever, you just go kind of like around your neck like that. Release point like right here, and then just like. Another grip I have been loving lately is the one that goes around it just kind of adds a bit more spice. Instead of doing the normal vertical 8 like this, you just grab it like this and bring it back around to do the vertical 8 instead of just this. Oh, under the leg, over the shoulder. So you're gonna go here, that same first motion we did, and then instead you're gonna go just under your leg and just over your hole. And then you can go back up, you can go into vertical. Well, it's so windy. There's no absolutely right or wrong way to flow. This is just kind of the ways that I flow, and obviously everyone's flow is very unique to themselves. But this is just the things that helped me connect my flow all together and just kind of feel the rhythm more and find my flow state. So I hope this helps you guys. And yeah, if you want to see anything in specific for tutorials, comment and I can make a video about it. Mwah.